वंदे गुरुपदद्वन्द्वं भक्तबिन्दुसमन्वितं श्रीचैतन्यप्रभुं वन्दे नित्यानन्दसहोदितं श्रीनन्दनन्दनं वन्दे राधिका चरणोदयं गोपीजनसमायुक्तं बिन्दावनं मनोहरम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुश्च कृपासिन्धुव्यवच पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयतिगिरिं यत्किपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। वृन्दावै तुलसीदेव वै पिया वै केशवस्य च भक्तिपदे देवी सत्त्ववत्त्वयि नमो नमः। नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयो मुदीरये। संकीर्तने कृष्ण कथोपदेशे गौरीयपात्रस्य प्रकाशने च सदानुरक्त गुरुभक्तियुक्तो भक्तिप्रमोदाक्ष जगोद्वरुन् ध्येयं सदा परिभवग्नमभिष्टदोहं तीर्थास्पदं शिवविरिन्दुमितं शरण्यं भीतात्तिहं पुनरुपाल्भवाद्दिपूतं वंदे महापुरुष ते चरणारविन्दम्। यत्पादपल्लवनखचन्दमुनिच्छटाय विस्फुरजित किमपि गपवधू स्वदर्शि पूर्णानुरागरससागरसारमूर्तिः साराधिका मयि कदा कृपां करोतु। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तबिंद। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तबिंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे। आजानुलम्बितभुजौ कनकाबुदातो संकीर्तनैकपितरो कमलायताक्षो विशाम्बरो द्विजवरो जुगधर्मपालो वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणावतारो। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे। आजानुलम्बितभुजौ कनकाबदातो संकीर्तनैकपितरो कमलायताक्षो विशाम्बरो द्विजवरो जुगधर्मपालो वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणावतारो। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे। नमामि गंगे तव पाद पंकजं सुरासुरैर्वन्दितो दिव्यरूपं मुक्तिं च ददासि नित्यं Bhavanurupena sada narana Ganga taranga ramaniya jata kalapam Gauri nirantara vibhushi tvanuhagam Narayano priyamanandumada bharam Varanasi Purapati Bhajavishanatham Bhagishajusva vadane Lakshmirjasya cha vakshasi Yasyaste hidaya samvi Tvam shinghamaham bhaji Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Madguna Shruti Matrena Mai Sarvo Guhasaye Manogati Ravichanna Avichanna Yatha Gangam Masamadu Lakshanam Bhakti Yogasho Nirgunasho Hi Udahratam Ahituki Abhavahita Ya Bhakti Purushattami Madguna Sutimatrena Mai Sarvo Guhasai Manogati Ravichanna Yatha Gangam Masamadu Lakshanam Bhakti Yogasya Nirgunasya Hi Udahritam Ahituki Abhavahita Ya Bhakti Purushottami
Gaudiya Goshtipati Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada Paramahansa Jagadguru told Srila Sachidanand Bhaktivinoda Thakur that he is giving us a great carefulness and cautious. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ji speaking with a very cautious mood in front of all of us. That Gaudiya Goshtipati, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada, Paramahansa Jagadguru told that Srila Sachidanand Bhaktivinoda Thakur is making us cautious and just giving us kripa and giving us very cautious attention and giving us on very attention mood. How he is giving us attention? He is making us attentive on this point. It means that Gaurang Mahaprabhu, who are actually averse to Gaurang Mahaprabhu, those who are actually averse to Mahaprabhu, that you just need to throw it away. I will be not having any connection with that at all. No connection. Srila Sachidanand Bhaktivinoda Thakur speaking that Gaur Vimukh, those who are averse to Gaurang Mahaprabhu, that externally whatever they can thinking that they are our own persons, you just need to leave them at 100%. Srila Prabhupada used to speak that those who are all averse to Gaurang Mahaprabhu, Prabhupada speaking that those who are, maybe he is very close to us externally, you just need to throw them away. You just need to throw them away and don't need to associate with them at all. Why? Because all these kind of so-called people or devotees, they are just like a mosquito, that they are just sucking the blood of all the pure Guru Vaishnavas. The Prabhupada, what is the actual language of Prabhupada? What he is trying to speak?
Vitals or vitamins of your body.
That whatever kind of useful, that nutrition, all we are getting it from vitamins. And if some germ is there inside our body, then all vitamins will get destroyed. No minerals and vitamins will remain in our body. And Prabhupada speaking that whatever they are actually close to us, they are all actually just sucking our all vitals inside our body. They are all sucking our vitals, that's it. all the vitals of the bhajan, they are vitamins, all they are actually sucking it, that's it. That they will just to make you naked and just making you one beggar of will be beggar of the street. So that's why you all the time you just need to stay away from these kind of people, and you need to stay away from all these people, and you need to stay very cautious and careful from all these so-called devotees. In Bhagavad Mahapuran also it is written that sajana khadakho means that all wife, husband, relatives and son, children, all mother, father, that your own son, everyone, whosoever he is or she is, that if they are against Gaurang Mahaprabhu teachings and they are against the teachings of Gaurang Mahaprabhu, then you just need to leave them. That in Bhagavad Mahapuran also it is written. In Bhagavad Mahapuran also it is already written. Sajana Khadakshu.
You can treat them as your near and dear one, but they are lutera.
They are number one cheater. They are looting you. They are like dacoits.
Everything from you and throw you. Sant Mahatma ko kaise pehchana jaye?
Pure Guru Vaishnava, how you can identify them? Nowadays it's a big question. It is a very big problem and concern that how you can understand this. Everything is one and the same cloth, they are taking red cloth and they are having tilak mala, everything is there in their hand. How you can understand them that he is a pure Vaishnava? Prabhupada is speaking very nice Siddhant regarding this. That whole material world, that they are going on to the opposite pathway. If you can speak that, they will just become angry in that. If you speak the absolute truth, they will become angry. They are going on the opposite way. What to do? Purely they are going on the opposite way. What you can do in that? Totally opposite. What to do? Prabhupada is speaking that how we can understand this point, that they are actually averse to Gaurang Mahaprabhu because it looks all the same externally. That red cloth, their white clothes, they are actually taking and having nice tulsi mala and they are just wandering around here and there. How you can understand that they are actually averse to Gaurang Mahaprabhu? That what is the actual point that you can understand they are actually averse to Gaurang Mahaprabhu? Prabhupada is speaking very nicely that in lot of sampradayas, different sampradaya acharyas are speaking. Ramanacharya is speaking a bit, but Prabhupada what he is speaking, that it's absolute, it's more clear. He's just destroying completely every Siddhanta and speaking the absolute truth in front of us more clearly. Prabhupada is speaking very nicely that how we can understand they are actually Gaur Vimukh. Prabhupada is actually just teaching us this point, that you see one thing very carefully, you just need to see that all those who are averse to Gaurang Mahaprabhu, that they are all averse to pure Guru Vaishnava. That is also very difficult to understand, that they are also doing Dandvat, everything they are doing, all activities they are doing externally. Yes, still it is very difficult. External vichar, if you can see that who is pure Guru Vaishnava, who is against pure Guru Vaishnava, that is very difficult to understand this point. That is very, very difficult to understand, that I know that. But that very carefully you just need to see with those transcendental eyes, by Guru Kripa only, with full attention. You just need to see that pure Guru Vaishnava, that Vichar, Siddhanta, Acharan, efficacy, that he is not at all taking in his own life. And externally, yes, he is actually having that external vesh, and externally he is actually doing all the things. Externally he has everything. Everything is going on externally. Externally no dosh is there at all. That pure Guru Vaishnava, Bhagwan, Dham, Parikrama, you can also, he is taking everyone to Parikrama also. Everything is going. And when he is doing Harinam, Bhagwan knows. So you just need to think of this point very carefully. That one devotee of Assam, that in Vrindavan Math he used to stay at that time. That he used to love me a lot. And who is the disciple? I don't want to speak that who is his disciple, who is the guru of that disciple, but that our guru work, that he is actually making one acharya, one of our guru work, that about him lot of contradiction is going on regarding his acharyaship. My Gurudev also questioned him why he is actually made acharya. So whatever be the case, we can't do anything in that. But one disciple of Hazam is speaking to me. When his Gurudev just went away from this material world, that in Vrindavan Mutt he used to stay, and at that time he used to speak a lot of times with me. And one time he's actually speaking to me, and he's speaking in a very sorry way, and he's becoming very sorry and speaking that my luck is so bad, that so much bad is my luck, that I have got this kind of guru. Just giving them, we haven't seen them then when they are doing Harinam and doing Mala. I don't know whether Bhagwan knows when they are doing Mala and Harinam. They are just doing all material talkings with the material persons. That's it. Just like a material person, they have that bhava, material bhava inside them. So lot of stories were there. It is not at all required to just speak here at present. So they understand that in Bhagavad Parampara they used to hear a lot of Harikatha. That in Vrindavan Mutt also, lot of Harikatha, that he used to respect me a lot, and lot of Harikatha he has heard from me, and he used to hear Harikatha from me in Vrindavan Mutt. And after that, one foreigner lady, he has married that, and he just destroyed his life, and I don't want to speak anymore, because before he was actually good, but what to do now? Prabhupada used to speak. The Prabhupada used to speak that how you can understand that he's a verse to Gaurang Mahaprabhu. That you can see that he is actually, I'm speaking about the devotees, that how you can understand that he's a verse to Gaurang. That he has no interest in the Harikatha of Gurudev, and Harinam is also not up to that point. And nothing is there in his life. Only he is actually collecting money and position. So whatever be the case now, that in order to understand that who is averse to Gaurang, you just need to be very careful that he is speaking all Siddhanta Virod. That whatever he is speaking, that his talkings, it is all material in nature. You be sure about that whatever he is speaking, that it is all material in nature. No power is there. It's very, very light. It is just very cheap talkings comparable to this material talkings of this material world. And not like this, but also just be careful that externally his behavior is very sweet externally, because this is the only missile he has, just to throw it towards the person, only and only weapon, just to speak sweet words. Very sweet words he is having, like this, with laughing mood he is speaking. So that is the actual, just like a sweet knife he just used to cut people. That is his actual motive and actual weapon. But be sure whatever he is speaking, and his Siddhant Vichar, and even his writing also, and his Acharan etiquette is totally material in nature. It's totally material. And pure Guru Vaishnav, that he is not at all loving them. Externally he is giving Dandavat, everything he is doing externally, but internally he don't have any attraction for pure Guru Vaishnav. That he is thinking that if pure Guru Vaishnav going away, and he is getting topmost Anand, and he is going here, there, and just averse situation he is doing that, so that he should go away, so that in the mutt, that Harikatha Kirtan should not go in the mutt, and in library that discussion should not go on, because it is very important to discuss. Why? Because he is thinking now that the person will become topmost Jnani by all this. So that pure Harinam also, that is very difficult for them, because slowly, steadily, that his other Acharan etiquette, by seeing that you can understand very easily, that externally you can't understand, that externally you will see that he is very nice, that one person, that lot of times I have already given him instruction, that be careful about him. Arey Maharaj, what, he is a big Vaishnav, he can't be like that, he is speaking. He is not like that. That in Braj Bhumi, Brajadham, one place, that center of the mutt, he used to stay there, and before he was doing service in Punjab government. And I told him very carefully, he used to love me a lot, and I just carefully told, no Maharaj, he's not like that. He's speaking to me. He is very big Vaishnav. I am speaking very astonished and surprised that he is so much fearful and so much cheater, number one, fraudster, number one he is, and he's not at all understanding. Why? Because he is actually speaking sweet words, sweet knife he is having, by speaking sweet words to them, that's it. That Prabhupada speaking like this, that you very carefully, you just need to see just by that his writings, that his talkings, that his vichar, his acharan, just by seeing that carefully, only you can understand that, like, that they're in the card, card playing, they're playing cards are there, no? In that one A, 5, 4, all these cards are there, numbering, that Q, K, just by this, combining all this, you will win. So up till that you will go on to the opposite pathway, up till this all playing cards, you will not combine in a sequence. Just when you are by pure Guru Vaishnav, that rectification will be done. Your sensitivity becomes so much deep, so much high it will be. Then you can understand very easily that really, yes, he is number one cheater. Up till so much time he is cheating me, and just by hearing Harikatha, actual Harikatha, that I can understand now that he is a fraudster. And now that from Vaikuntha Jagat, that all those who are taking the Vani Swarup of the Vaikuntha Jagat, that those who are taking the support of the Vani Swarup of Vaikuntha Jagat, and they are just giving it to me, and this message what they have taken in front of me, just be careful what I am speaking. That someone actually questioning to Prabhupada that how we can understand that this is the actual message of Vaikuntha Vani, and some sadhu has taken that message from the Vaikuntha. How we can understand the authenticity regarding that? Prabhupada speaking this very nicely, that Prabhupada, that Vaikuntha Jagat's postman, what is the actual authenticity to understand his identity, and the message what he has taken, that whether it is authentic, how we can understand that? How we can understand that, you tell me? Prabhupada speaking that if inside our heart, that appeal or prayer, if from inside our heart that appeal or prayer is correct, that it is in line with Guru Parampara, that is Nishkapat Bhav, you are actually just praying onto the lotus feet of Bhagwan, that by that I am myself is an example, that all the time I have just in Gaudiya Math have just prayed in Radha Kund, at the bank of Radha Kund, there one temple was there, Gaudiya Math opposite, there was one temple, that Nav Vrindavan, there is one temple in Radha Kund, very old temple it is. So I used to pray there, each and every, I used to give mala and tulsi and everything I used to pray. In Vrindavan also, one sadhu is there in Vrindavan, he also, that he is not at all taking the red cloth. At that time also, he also at the lotus feet of Big Dauji in Baldau, he just speaking, oh mercy, that I am going on to the pathway, wrong pathway, you just give me the right pathway. He himself speaking a lot of times to me that Maharaj, I used to go on to the lotus feet of Baldauji, and I used to speak that Baldauji, all the time I used to pray him, that Baldau, just give me the right direction so that I should not get into this cheating and fraudster. And after that, he got the actual thing of the actual Harikatha, and now also he is doing a lot of seva. That from Anuvad, lot of seva he is doing. He is doing a lot of seva. That is, you don't have this much kind of strength that you can do seva. So, that Prabhupada used to speak, that if there is no contamination in our prayers, that is niskapat, then that Bhagwan is omnipresent, omniscient, Bhagwan knows everything. that Bhagavan, that in the form of Paramatma he is there inside our heart, and in the form of pure Guru Vaishnava also he is there. That about that you go there, you go here, like this Bhagavan, then only you can get that actual direction. You should know that inside the heart of, and inside the heart in the form of Paramatma, and outside as Guru Vaishnava, and in the form of Shastras, Granths and Dham, Nam, Parikar, so much things, that so much Bhagavan used to, Prahlad Maharaj used to give us the benefit, that you want to give us the topmost benefit, but still our luck is very bad. I don't have this kind of luck that I can grasp that. Prabhupada speaking that with if Nishkapat Roop Swarup, that Swarup Bhagwan onto the lotus feet of Bhagwan, just by praying that by the kripa of Bhagwan, everything you can understand very easily you can understand everything by the mercy of Bhagwan. If some student is there, disciple is there, that then the kripa of topmost intelligent person, then only he can understand that who is a pure intelligent person, actual intelligent person. That if inside our heart, that Bhagwan, if it is there, that as Paramatma, then only he can guide us. Definitely he will guide us on the right track. That apart from that, we have just getting support on them. Nobody has taken me to my Gurudev. You just believe me. Nobody has taken me to my Gurudev. I am just like mad. I just wandering around here and there to find my Gurudev. Nobody speaking that you go there. Automatically I came to my Gurudev. That on Bhagwan, to depend on Bhagwan, definitely everything will be done. Everything you can see very easily. No, whatever kind of object, in order to get Gyan, in order to get Karma, there is one kind of specification on pathway you just need to follow. One is that in this material world, that experience of this material world should be there. That whatever kind of material experience is, that avigyata, everything you just need to understand. There is one point to understand that. And the other thing is that in this material world, that this experience of this material world is all useless. That the experience of this material world is all useless, nothing it is. That this experience and the Gyan of this material world, that only you can get material intelligence only, but the actual transcendental intelligence you won't get like that at all. That we just need to see very nicely, that say where that actual Mahapurush is.
If I seek the path leading to that ultimate good, then I must ignore the countless voices of popular wisdom and listen only to that of the realized soul.
Prabhupada used to speak this point very often. That in this material world, whatever experience we are actually having, that by that only this material things only you can understand by that experience. But in order to understand the transcendental absolute truth, in order to understand that you just need to take the shelter onto the lotus feet of pure Guru Vaishnava. 100% Sharnagati you just need to take onto the lotus feet of pure Guru Vaishnava. Then only you can understand. Some person, I will not speak his name, lot of days back, that 5 to 7 years back, that he has just requested me that Maharaj, that one center name, that in Midnapur, that I will not speak the name of the place also, that one Kathi, whatever be the case, I don't want to speak it. I don't want to speak about anyone, but this is actually Siddhant. There is no dosh in that by speaking actual Siddhant. So one person actually giving me one question, and he is the actual adhikari of that mutt, and I won't speak other thing apart from that. He is speaking that Maharaj, that the name of that mutt is Chaitanya Research, etc. Whatever he has done, I am actually just not remembering the point what it is. So immediately I am speaking that beta, that you have done wrong. Why? That Bhagwan, that Tattva, Bhagwan, devotees, They are not at all a point of research at all.
It is self-effulgent.
They are all self-effulgent in nature.
Yes, self-effulgent.
They are self-effulgent in nature.
Shataha
That those who are self-effulgent objects, those who are self-effulgent in nature, that who can give them manifestation, you tell me. Now you,
Chaitanya Gaveshana,
that Chaitanya Gaveshana, Kendra, etc., you can't give that. Why? Because that Gaveshana means that material research. That how you can, that if you have done Vyakaran, you haven't done Vyakaran. In the childhood, you definitely must have heard about Vyakaran. In Sanskrit, in Vyakaran it is written, Gaveshana means that Gau Yukta Eshana, means that Gau Yukta Eshana, that is called Gaveshana. Gau means that your sense organs, that your sense organs, by taking the support of your sense organs, that knowledge what you are gaining, material knowledge, that what it has come to you by your the capacity of your senses, it is totally wrong. It is all material. It is not of the transcendental world. So Gaveshana means that Gau Yukta Eshana, means that your sense organs, etc., that material vichar and material intelligence, on the basis of that some ultimate conclusion to draw, that is called Gaveshana. That Bhagwan is not at all of the point of Gaveshana at all, is not at all a point of research. Bhagwan is not at all an object of research. That's why Bhagwan in the Chatushloki Bhagavatam is speaking completely. That I am actually giving you that the topmost Gyan, that whatever related to me, you just take it, accept it by my kripa. And after that it is written that just what by the kripa of me, only that you can get that absolute Gyan, that Divya Gyan you can accept. Without my kripa, it is not at all possible to accept that absolute truth. There is only one pathway open, only one pathway. That is only Sharanagati, onto the lotus feet of Bhagwan, and just praying to him that if you want, then inside me all that absolute Gyan can come, truth, about that absolute truth, everything can come. So you do kripa on me, do mercy on me. So that's why Gaveshana, this word, just to use that, this is totally wrong. In place of this is all material words. You can't use it to know about that absolute transcendental truth. Shri Chaitanya Shiksha Mandir, still it is okay. That is okay. Shri Chaitanya Shiksha Mandir, or you can speak Shri Gauranga Tattva Vigyan Mandir. That is all good. It's right to speak. Other to speak Gaveshana, that is not at all good at all. It is totally opposite. So in this material world, that if some object, in order to get that some kind of knowledge, to gain that, there is two pathways. That is, first is your own experience, material experience, and second is that this material world, that avigyata, that experience is all useless. Then under the guidance of some Mahajan, that with full Sharanagati, that by giving Atma Samarpana to lotus feet of that topmost Mahajan, slowly, steadily, by doing seva, with the seva mood, that you can get that Shruti Mula Gyan, that by hearing that from them you can get the topmost knowledge. Otherwise there is no pathway open apart from that. You just need to hear that absolute truth from the mouth of a realized soul. Each and every upadhi and position, that when you are actually positionless and you are thinking that you are nothing, then only pure bhakti can enter inside your heart. About this, Kapilji Maharaj speaking to her mother Devahuti about this point very nicely. This is the only pathway open, that the topmost pure Ganga water, that in the Ganga Sagar all the time this stream of Ganga is going on continuously. It is going towards that Ganga Sagar in the same way, that my own qualities, that my own about my Leela and my characteristics, just by hearing about my qualities and characteristics and Leela, whatever is there inside the heart of each and every person, that who is that kind of attraction towards me all the time, that uninterrupted he can get that that remembrance he can get onto my lotus feet, that kind of pure bhakti and nirgun bhakti that can enter. And more carefully you hear, about this I will be speaking definitely tomorrow a bit, and I am promised you one thing, that this Raghunath Das Goswami Pad, that this Manah shiksha, that 7th number shloka, in this shloka, that from Lord of Days I am actually discussing it, the 7th number shloka. About this I have already told. Pratishtha means that your own respect, position, that is the topmost difference and embodiment in the way of that absolute knowledge. And second is that if several anarthas, if it is gone from your life, that you understand that okay, that anarthas are, that all several anarthas what was there, it is all destroyed, but still that kind of pratishtha to get position, that is not at all easy to get away. Even Kamini Kanchani has left, that nothing, Kamini Kanchani is not at all pointing them in their life, everything is left, but this pratishtha, it is not at all going. That is a rare thing, to just get left off pratishtha, to get position, name, fame. Why? This pratisthasha, that kind of wish of getting pratishtha, that different kind of kapat bhav, it is one kind of swarup, it is a father or the source of all kapat bhav. Whatever kind of kapat bhav in this material world you can see, all kind of infighting you can see in this material world, there is only one point, that is called pratishtha. They all are actually just fighting with because of pratishtha with each other. And whatever kind of several anarthas, after it is getting away, it is still not going away, this pratishtha. Why? Because this pratishtha, that all, this is the actual foundation of the several anarthas what is there. And this sapacharani, it is actually compared with that prostitute who is eating dog flesh, because whatever kind of the person, he is actually one, is shameless, he is not at all accepting his own faults, he is nirlaj, he is shameless, his life is actually useless, of no use at all, and his own name, fame, position, it is actually just comparable with all the time is actually compared with the prostitute who is taking dog flesh. That is why it is speaking as Sapacharamani. I have already told by the kripa of Bhagwan, I have already done this kind of description. I have already given it to it. And after that I have speaking Nirapeksha. Parinishta, Sanishta. After that Nirapekha. Everything I have described it in details with you, to you already previously. Sanishtagan, Dharmik, Nishpap, thus by the introduction of them, that Pratishthasha. Just all the people are actually giving me position, name, fame. He is actually Sadhu, Vaishnav. So Sanishtagan, all those. So all those Sanishtagan, all those who are Sanishta, they are thinking that they are actually the flag holders of Dharma, and by that identity of that Dharma, Swarup they want to collect Pratishtha, and they want to speak that I am a Krishna devotee, big devotee, I am of Krishna. I have already understood everything in life. I am anasakt, this kind of position, identity, he is actually guarding himself by that, and he wants that his name should be getting spread all over the world, and I am Nishkinchan, I am Anasakta, like this my name should be getting spread all over the world. This he wants to get identified everywhere. So all these things, all these points, this is not the actual identity at all. Why? Because this kind of vasana, in order to get position and name, fame, this is there inside his heart. And all those Nirapeksha person that I am Nirmal Vairagi, I know the actual vichar of Shastra, know the complete cream of all the Shastras. I know that I am actually Siddh in Bhakti Tattva. That is actually called that Pratishtha Annation. Those who are wandering for Pratishtha. That I have also heard from Damodar Maharajji, Srila Damodar Maharaj in Krishnamanagar. There is one mutt of Param Pujya Madhav Goswami Maharaj has already done that pratishtha of that mutt, and Gurudev also has done the pratishtha of that Vigrah of that mutt. Srila Damodar Maharajji, a lot of days back, it's not like when he was actually in his Leela, and he used to love me a lot in Vrindavan. He is the actual disciple of Param Pujya Madhav Goswami Maharaj. That all the old devotees, they know about him very well. Srila Damodar Maharaj is speaking to me one day that there is one Baba used to stay here. Very nice, very simple clothes he used to wear. He used to do Harinam, everything he used to do. One time he is actually speaking to me, Maharajji actually speaking to me, that one Baba, he used to stay here in our mutt, and one time he actually prayed to Maharaj that Maharajji, that the wall which is outside the temple, that you just post one poster on that. He actually speaking to Srila Damodar Maharaj that you do one thing, that outside the wall of the temple you just post one poster, you stick one poster, that one Baba is actually staying here and he is doing 3 lakh Harinam. And Damodar Maharaj speaking, what happened? That he is actually doing 3 lakh Harinam. Why to give this advertisement? So why to give this advertisement? Nowadays actually is a yuga of advertisement. Without ad, no one wants to purchase a good item, whether he is a fraudster or a cheater. He has done a lot of seva of Gurudev. You see, he is actually just looting and cheating Gurudev. He is not at all doing seva. You are foolish, number one. That's why you don't know the actual truth. Whatever the vichar is there, it won't come in your mind at all. He is not at all done any seva. He is actually looting and cheating Gurudev, and now still he is actually cheating and looting. that in the heart of the disciple there is no kind of kamana and vasana inside him, that my Gurudev has done this, so I also want this, like this. It is not at all there in the heart of an actual disciple. So Damodar was speaking, Are you are doing 3 lakh Harinam, that's very good. So why to give this advertisement outside? Why to advertise that? What you will do by that? So this is the actual thing what to do. And another one devotee was there. He used to collect money in the bank very quietly in a hidden way, and lot of money he has collected. I won't speak his name. Lot of cases are there of Param Pujya Madhu Goswami Maharaj used to speak. They don't have any faith onto lotus feet of Bhagwan. They don't have any faith onto lotus feet of Bhagwan. That topmost faith they don't have. That in the letters also of Srila Madhav Goswami Maharaj, he used to write that you see that we haven't started any bhajan yet. Actual bhajan we haven't started up till now. But still Bhagwan giving everything, eating, sleeping, drinking, everything is giving. And if we will do actual bhajan, then what Bhagwan can't give to us? You make this kind of mind setup that if you are doing the actual thing, actual bhajan, that what Bhagwan can't give to you, Bhagwan can give everything to you. What he won't give everything he will, but that faith should be there. But you don't have any faith, so what to do? That you are actually collecting, you have faith on that collection of money which is there in the bank, but still it is good. Why? Because you are actually they don't have any faith in Bhagwan. They are actually having faith in the bank money. So this is their actual vichar what to do. So this seva, that is one kind of, this is not at all advertisement, an object of advertisement at all. Srila Sachidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur also speaking very nicely. Gyan, Vairagya, Yoga, etc. Whatever all types of dharma, those who are going on that, they all actually are running towards pratishtha. Karma yoga, Gyan yoga, Dhyan yoga, Raj yoga, whatever is there, different kind of Gyan, Vairagya, whatever kind of different types and specification, they are all in the name of dharma. They are actually taking the burden of pratishtha on their head, on their back, that's it, as well as on their head as well. And Srila Thakur speaking, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur speaking, that you see that externally, if we, whatever kind of self-improvement we can show externally, that in order to, whatever kind of efforts we are putting to increase our consciousness, and whatever kind of support we are making to become a very dharmic person, and whatever kind of Sanatan Dharma we are actually making efforts to follow that, and whatever kind of discussion of different Gyan we are actually discussing, in that case, more and more pratisthasha, to get pratishtha, that will go on increasing inside our heart, and it will just make our heart more contaminated and weak, and it will just make our actual identification contaminated with materialism and Maya, and will make us Mayavadi. Nowadays, the actual this society actually of this present Manvantar is totally changed. If you will speak the absolute truth, that everyone will just going to fight with you. Tulsidas is speaking this. Just by knowing everything also, but in a moderate way, you just need to speak. By knowing everything also, in order, if you have this kind of thing to just save everyone, then you need to speak in a very moderate and very fine way. That pratisthasha, that will just contaminate our heart, and it will just make our heart contaminated. And just by making lot of efforts also, still, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Madh, Matsarya, that in order to just curtail that by so much doing lot of tapasya by just controlling your sense organ, but still after doing all this stuff, that inside your heart, that in a very fine form, that pratisthasha is definitely in the form of smell, definitely it is going on increasing day by day inside your heart. That by getting that Ashtanga Yoga shiksha also, that in the form of yogi, he wants to become very famous yogi by the help of Ashtanga Yoga. If someone actually is speaking that our yoga shiksha, if someone actually speaking that our yoga shiksha is only and only one kind of clever mood, just like a jackal, and at that point it is actually becoming angry. So much big thing it is. In the Bangla Harikatha also I am actually speaking the same point regarding this. At the time of Janmashtami, next day of Janmashtami, that Nanda Mahotsav is there. That very old days back it is Bagh Bajar Gaudiya mission. It was not at all still established. Before that I am actually speaking at Ulta Danga Junction. That one Ulta Danga Junction, at that place, this one at rented room, one Gaudiya Math was there. And at that time Mahaprasad was actually distributed. And one Grest devotee who was actually before, he was there in the mutt, and after that he went in the attraction of Maya, that he is also taking Mahaprasad. And one pure devotee speaking to him, and in order to save him, he is speaking straight away, not at all any complication he is speaking in a very straight way to him. And he become very much angry with that person, with that sadhu, and he is making it in a very complicated stage, that he is just distributing prasadam to him. And one devotee actually is seeing by standing that and he actually done the marriage by just going from the mutt. And that devotee, that merciful devotee, speaking that Prabhu, he is speaking his name and speaking, Prabhu, whether you are taking Pitha Malpua or whether Malpua Pitha is taking you, eating you. You are speaking a big thing. I am not at all eating Malpua. This in my whole life, I won't eat it at all. He is speaking. And this all angry mood, he just went away from there. That he is becoming very shameful, that he should be becoming very helpful to that sadhu, at least that Malpua Pitha, that it should not become one kind of bondage for me. Malpua, if you are taking it with Mahaprasad, Buddhi, then nothing will happen. But if you are not at all taking that with Mahaprasad, then Malpua Peda will just engulf you. So a lot of vichar in that Brahma Tattva, that all kind of efforts you need to make, that if someone is speaking that this process definitely is totally useless, then this whole process is useless. Because in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan speaking the same, he's speaking clearly about this in Gita. Regarding this Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan speaking clearly that all discussing all the Shastra, that I want to just get submerged into that Brahma Tattva. I am making this kind of efforts all the time. If someone actually speaking that Maharaj is totally useless, it's useless, and he will become angry, so much angry that whole infighting will take place. So a lot of opposite things will happen. What to do? Why? Because in Gita, Bhagavan is speaking directly. That you see, Bhagavan, that Avyakta Swarup of Bhagavan, just by doing the Aradhana is very much difficult of the Nirvishesh Swarup of Bhagavan. Bhagavan himself speaking in Gita directly. What he is speaking? Bhagwan, that avakta swarup or nirvishesh swarup of Bhagwan, to just worship that is very, very difficult. To get a success in that is very, very difficult, next to impossible. But he is not at all understanding this point. He don't want to understand it. What to do? That he, in order to just insult us, that those who are actually insulting us, oppositely he is actually insulting me, that Bhagwan himself speaking directly, that openly he is speaking. In Bhagavad Mahapuran, Uddhavji Maharaj, Bhagwan speaking. Bhagwan himself speaking this point to Uddhav directly. Uddhav, that in front of you I am not at all speaking a very topmost thing and not at all spreading this point, and if I am speaking in something angry mood, that you just need to digest it, that no reaction you should you need to show them at all. Okay, let them speak whatever they want to speak, but you don't show any kind of reaction to them. That opposite of someone is speaking rubbish to you, but still from your side no reaction should be there at all. Why? Because you are Vaishnav. And Karamkandi persons, if some is there, in order to give them the understanding that why you are you just sit and you just hear Harikatha Kirtan, and he will become so much angry by that. Why you are doing so much of efforts, useless efforts? It means that for a pratishtha only everything is going on. Whatever kind of mat mandir in the material world, in the sports ground, whatever is there, whether in the political field, also in educational field, everywhere you can go, you can see only one thing. Just for pratishtha they are fighting, that's it. Position and name and fame, that's it. It means that apart from pratishtha, I don't want to understand anything. And Raghunath Das Goswami Pad also speaking directly in Manah shiksha, that pratishtha this is actually compared with the prostitute of a dog flesh who is eating dog flesh, or how you can get Shuddha Bhakti inside your heart. It is impossible to get that Shuddha Bhakti. That about that Raghunath Das Goswami Pad actually writing. Why? Because in Chaitanya Charitamrita it is already written. That Krishna Bhakta is Nishkam, and whatever everyone is having jealousy inside their heart, whatever he is speaking opposite, and some person that he is speaking that Maharaj, inside us there is no jealousy. Who is speaking that? Definitely in a hidden form that jealousy is there. Definitely jealousy is there inside your heart. Whether in the form of Acharya, whosoever he is, everyone is actually, it depends everything upon one main factor. It depends that in their life no pratishtha is there for them. Everything what he is doing is all for the satisfaction of Bhagwan and Guru Vaishnav. Then for him no pratishtha can touch at all. That inside the heart of pure Guru Vaishnav, that Pratifulan, that the actual Haladini Shakti can get manifested, and this Haladini Shakti in very fine form, that inside the heart of pure Guru Vaishnav it can transfer into the heart of other, in that there actually that kind of contamination of heart won't come at all. That it will just get completely destroyed, and that prem bhav will get automatically manifested inside the heart of that disciple or person.
Bhakta sanjataya bhaktya bibbhati palakantam. Bhakta Krishna bhaktir janmamul hoy sadhu sangha. Ye sare praman.
This all are actually the proofs. So this Haladini Shakti, how it is actually progressed? It is actually progressed by the kripa of pure Guru Vaishnava. Because in actual form, that if this Shakti is getting transgressed into the heart of the other, then the actual hardship and rigidity of the heart is totally getting cleaned up, and that topmost prema and Shuddha Bhakti is getting entitled inside the heart of that devotee. Then this Shakti can getting sanchar into the heart of those bonded jivas. That Shankar Bhagwan also speaking. So Mahadev also speaking that, O Parvati, that all the kinds of aradhana or worship who are doing, that out of that Bhagavad Aradhana is the topmost. That is the topmost of all, and that is the topmost of all the aradhanas or worship what we are doing. Apart from this, nothing is more topmost. So Mahadev ji is speaking to Mother Parvati, then in Sri Antadvip, that in Mayapur to Kuldevi Yog Maya, Uma Devi, he is speaking, Mahadev, that Yog Maya Devi and Mahamaya is all the same. Here, if you am speaking Mahamaya, it is more good. Why? Because Yog Maya is actually for devotees. So vichar is totally different. So Shankar Bhagwan speaking to Parvati Maiya, that in worship, that aradhana, out of that Vishnu aradhana is the topmost. Here actually it is spoken that so this Parvati, Mother Parvati, whatever kind of worship or aradhana, out of that aradhana, in between that Bhagavad aradhana, Vishnu aradhana is the topmost. Apart from that, nothing is more topmost. And more topmost, if you want to elevate, that is the actual worship of the devotees. So those who are actually doing the service of the devotees and onto the Nirvikar Bhagwan, that all kind of destruction and all kind of impurities will totally get destroyed of the Nirvikar Brahma. That in Srimad Bhagavad Gita Mahapuran also it is written like this. That all the devotees, by serving them, that onto the lotus feet of Bhagwan, that in Bhagavad Charana Arvind, that you are taking shelter that rati, topmost rati is getting manifested inside your heart. That is called bhakti. Total sharanagati onto lotus feet of Bhagavan. That is called bhakti. Srila Rupa Goswami Pad also speaking. Srila Rupa Goswami Pad writing this. Loads of proofs are also there. Srila Sachidanand Bhaktivinoda Thakur also speaking in this context. Bhukti, Mukti. Those who have this kind of desire to get Bhukti and Mukti. Why? Because they have that kind of desire of getting Pratishtha, Naam, name, fame. And that Jnani person, when he is taking that desire to get Mukti and Bhukti, and he wants to get Mukti, then he won't get the actual success in his life. Very, very difficult. It is not possible to get sometimes. All the actual root cause, everything is there in the root cause. That is called Pratishtha. Pratishtha is there in the root and nothing else apart from that. That you're just gonna destroy everything in front of this. Just because of all this name, fame, position, you are just destroying your life in front of your own eyes. You are getting into destruction, into the pathway of destruction. Material destruction. Bhagavan in Gita also speaking that those who are ashant, who are actually very chanchal, how they can get bhakti. That karma jnani yogi, those who are there, or devotees, that kind of desire for the fruit, what they are getting inside their heart, they are actually doing, they want to do the bhajan of Bhagwan. By having some respective fruitative activity, they want to ask from Bhagwan. So, where is their punishment? No punishment is there for them at all. You can see. So, where is their punishment? What kind of punishment should be given to them? These kind of people. So these people, that to get pratishtha and to get name, fame, position, they don't want to reject that at all. These people, they don't want to reject the desire of name, fame, position. But bhukti, mukti, they are actually very thirsty of that. Without getting that Vaishnav, that pratishtha of which is there with the Vaishnavas, this kind of desire should be there all the time to get Vaishnavi pratishtha. But this kind of bhukti mukti, that Vaishnavas, they don't like at all, they hate it, and they have this kind of desire to get Vaishnav pratishtha. Bhaktivinoda Thakur also speaking in the present time. Srila Sachidanand Bhaktivinoda Thakur speaking that in the present time, that in the Vaishnav Dharma, whatever kind of acharyas are there in the Vaishnav Dharma, they very small tamo, if it is there, and some disrespect is given to them. And you understand what I'm speaking? If they are not even, they are not at all They are not at all accepting that. A bit of things is spoken, they are getting very angry. What so-called Acharya nowadays are there? They don't want any kind of disrespect from anyone at all. This is their patience, you see. That firstly only, that each and every individual person, that they used to put their feet on the head of the individuals, and they are speaking, they are giving them blessings, but still they don't have their own blessings. That in order to improve their own status in the society, material society, they are doing all this. Srila Siddhanta Bhaktivinoda Thakur ji, just there is one leela of accepting one guru, spiritual guru. Srila Siddhanta Bhaktivinoda Thakur has done one idea of getting an Sadguru. He is doing a very nice leela regarding that. And Thakur speaking, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, nowadays, that those who are actually doing the acharan of in the Vaishnava Dharma, that they don't want to accept any kind of disrespect from anyone. Srila Siddhanta Bhaktivinoda Thakur, together with that, Srila Prabhupada, that at the age of 7 years, he used to go with Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, very small boy. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ji went at present in Bangladesh, that Yashore one place is there. There Bhaktivinoda Thakur actually doing one very nice leela in order to accept one guru. So what to do? They don't require any guru, but still he is actually doing leela. He is actually eternal Parshad of Bhagwan, but still he has done that. He is Nitya Guru, and there, that in front of that Acharya he went, and after talking to that Acharya, and after that he has just he is actually that so-called guru, that Sahajya Guru, he is taking his leg, and just to Bhaktivinoda Thakur, this is one kind of leela to accept one guru. That Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur onto his head, he is actually wants to try to put his feet onto the head of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and immediately one 7 years boy, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, started speaking loudly, speaking the what you think, that your lotus feet, that your feet, you have this kind of what do you think of you? You have your power to put your feet onto the head of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And after that, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also left that guru, so-called guru. He is actually eternal Parshad of Bhagwan, but still by doing this kind of leela in front of us, he wants to teach us this thing. So Pratishta position is like this only. That sannyasi brahmachari, that if they are actually doing full dandvat pranam, nowadays they are not at all doing full dandvat at all, but the rules are actually totally different. Pure rules. What is that? That some Mataji, some Pitaji, whosoever is the, that without any touching them, this is one kind of vidhan. Our Vaman Goswami Maharaj at the last time also, that he used to write it on the banner, don't touch my feet at all. No individual should come and touch my feet. Like this one kind of cautionary measure Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj has written. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur wants to speak here that nowadays that Vaishnava Dharma, that also all acharan, that slight disrespect, they can't even have this kind of power to accept that. Are, how you are actually speaking to me like this? You must have given me that title to me before. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur speaking, nowadays this kind of rules are there, that all Mataji, everyone will just touch the feet, and this is the actual rules nowadays. So it is better that if your feet you are actually taking on your own head, that will be more good, rather than putting onto the head of others. That onto the head of others, that those who are actually just surrendering their head, and he wants to increase his gaurav, that he wants to respect others, and he don't want to accept any kind of respect in return from others. And if some kind of acharya is there, that he is so-called acharya, that just be careful what I'm speaking, that just by speaking one kind of acharya, if someone is actually respecting them, that what kind of falsity is there? That is already true, that this kind of pratishtha position, that acharya, who is doing all kinds of efforts to gain that respect, in that there is no pathway of mangal open for them at all. But the other person who is doing sastang dandvat pranam, whether he is doing or not, and he is speaking, he is not doing pranam, and he is feeling disrespect and becoming angry on them. So in order to just test one child acharya, I actually not giving any asan to him, and he is feeling very angry. Why he is not giving me the asan? And after that, I told that in order to just test you, I have not given us. That I told that you are actually you are sitting elevated on my elevated asan than me. I don't have any kind of doubt in it. You can do that. So, though someone, if you're not at all doing sastang dandvat, it is more good. Those who are actually staying in front of me, that they are actually away from me. They are very, very away from me. A lot of days before, I have told that he is not at all staying with me. That firstly, he was there with me, and he just he's actually just opened one business of HariKatha by just remembering, by just learning the HariKathas of me and just speaking in front of other people just for the sake of business. I already told that. Why? Because in the name of my name, he is actually taking collection. Then in that my respect will just go away, because he don't know how to speak Hindi, but in English and Bengali he used to speak. That so that some information is giving of me, of my HariKatha. So he is actually in so much falsity and so much false ego is there, that he is not at all doing dandvat. Just to not what to speak of dandvat, he is not at all doing dandvat, he is not at all speaking dandvat also. But I have not done anything wrong. I have just done one thing. He is actually what he is going where, I don't know, but I have given him one room and he is staying there. But if some person speaking that he is actually staying in the ashram of Baba, that is totally wrong. This is foolishness. He is not at all staying in front of me. I have already kicked him, but still it is there. I know I have no connection with him at all, and it is very much unhappier on my side that the people speaking that he is living in the ashram of Baba. So that's not at all acceptable. That he is not at all speaking dandvat also. In order to do dandvat is so much false, too much far. Each and every person knows that this is the actual character of our Vaishnav Samaj at present. Nobody wants to follow what our Guru Bhag had told. They just speak that it is that their heart is feeling very good just by following their own. That when I am actually in trouble and he wants to just put me in trouble. So you have that kind of power, okay, you can do that. But that's to do dandvat is a very far distant thing. That the starting of bhajan also is already actually is getting destroyed. But because I don't have any kind of desire, I am not at all doing any kind of angricity on him. No angry mood is there in me on him. He is actually going, he is coming 5 to 7 days in there in 1 month. I don't have any kind of attachment at all. I have already told in internet, I don't have any connection with him at all. Whatever he is doing, I am not at all held responsible for that. I have already just on the internet I have given, and just publicly I have just published that also. But if something is actually coming to him, that it comes to him, what to me? So, but one point is fixed, that when he is getting more and more fallen condition, he is going where he don't know at all. Everything is actually destroyed in his life. But still, I can't do anything in order to. Everyone knows that he is a fallen, more fallen. Whether it's Devanand Gaudiya Math or whatever Math, everyone knows about that person, particular person. But they are actually that he is thinking that he is actually with Baba, and it's very good. And nobody is there who can give me bhiksha, who can give me some money. Nobody is there at all. So whatever be the case now, this actually in order to dandvat is very far. No speaking he is doing with me. No talking he is doing with me. I don't know. I even don't see his face also, but there is no connection with him at all. I am not at all angry with him at all. So this Akaitava, that actual absolute truth Kirtan, that in so many places I am actually getting kicked, and they are actually disrespecting me also, a lot of places, but I have not done anything against them at all. But only and only I am speaking Harikatha, that's it. All the places, not even one place, not my place, each and every place I am going and doing Hari. Why? Because this is one kind of smell of Pratishtha is actually getting spread all over. So I am speaking, okay, if you want to go, you can go. That just eating, sleeping and drinking and Bhagwan can give very easily. Bhagwan can maintain you very easily. Like that. That Vaman Goswami Maharaj used to speak very nicely in his Harikatha. So whatever be the case, so this is the actual situation. And that Pratisthasha is so much bad, that it is just like that in English Katha I have already told. It is like HB germ, this Pratishtha. HB germ, if it is actually going into your body, then it won't come out at all. So much dangerous it is. And by external view, if it is not at all seen at all, by external view, if nothing is being viewed like this, but internally, that this actually is there in hidden form, this germ is there in the hidden form, that you don't know about it at all. That one experienced Vaishnava who is there, who is a very much powerful Vaishnava, that he knows each and everything, whether you can just see it one time, just by seeing them, that he can automatically realize their body language, what it is like, their eyes language, everything, their character, behavior, everything they can understand very easily. And that whole materially bonded jivas, they are so much foolish that just by seeing everything, they can't even think, because to do bhajan, this is not their target at all. To do the bhajan, that their actual target is something else, not to do bhajan. They have their other targets to achieve. Jo HB germ, that in Chakradha, just by the kripa of Jagannath, I have done there in Chakda. I have done a lot of times there. A lot of times before I have done Harikatha there in Chakda. There one person used to come there, and he was a very nice person, very humble person, innocent and kind he was, so much that no kind of doubts and suspicion was there, and he so much straightforward. He used to come there in the mud, and that his all brothers, sisters, everyone used to come there, and he's speaking that you go to Baba and you just hear Harikatha and you just do Dandvat and give some pranami, just put some questions in front of Baba. One time what happened, that just by crying loudly, that he's speaking about the total bad history what has done, that why actually your marriage is not at all done, why, what happened to you, that you have so much good income, why you are not at all getting married, that your body is actually very much feeble, but still he's speaking that a lot of days before. One time, that my body is just like that from externally, I just need to get some blood transfused in my body. I need to get some blood transfused from the body of other. It means that I just need to get the blood from the market, and that transfusion of blood was done in my body. So much bad situation I was. So I actually transfused that blood. The doctor transfused that blood in my body. And I'm speaking to them, those who have done the transfusion of blood, that those who are actually preparing the blood for me, that for my blood group, that same blood group, they were actually preparing that same blood group, that blood. And I'm speaking that in Chaurangi, in Calcutta, that in First Street, I won't speak the name, it is not at all good, that the topmost pathologist is there. That all in the whole Bengal, so much topmost pathologist is not at all there available at present. Also nowadays in Bengali, there's so much advanced they are. But in my situation at my time, that he is the topmost pathologist there in Calcutta, and the blood actually just came, and the blood was getting transfused in my body, and transfusion done by the doctor. And after that, what happened? That my total life getting destroyed. How? That's so much big pathologist he is, but from where that blood he has come, that the HP germ was there in the blood. He is not at all examined that. If he has examined, but he has done some kind of mistake in that. If he has done some examination also by examining the blood, still there is some kind of mistake in done. And he started crying and speaking to Maharaj that, oh Maharaj, my life is totally getting destroyed by this HB germ getting inside my body. And I am actually getting 7 to 8 to 10,000 rupees and medicine was given to me each and every day. If I won't take, that this germ will just kill me. So what to do in that? So by medicine it can get destroyed. No, this germ cannot destroy at all. You can just hibernate this germ, like the child actually is getting into sleep when the mother is getting him, oh my child, you just sleep. In our kind of time, this kind of the mother used to speak, oh, you just sleep, otherwise Putana will come, that Rakshas will come. And when nowadays you are speaking, where he said that nowadays this child speaking, where is that actually Putana? He's just seeing mobile. So much advanced child are there nowadays. So this is the case, that the child, that actually the child is actually getting rest. So this germ cannot get killed at all. Said you can just hibernate this germ. You can just sleep. This germ can only sleep and hibernate for some time. The doctors can do that by medicine. So why I have given you this example? I have given you this example so that you can understand that this pratisthasha is so much dangerous. Pratisthasha, this is so much dangerous. It is more dangerous than cancer also. And externally, if you can see, it is more dangerous than HP germ also. Why? Because one time this kind of contamination, if it is done, that in cancer or in HB germ, that your whole life will get destroyed in that. But this pratisthasha, this is one kind of rotation wise it is going on. That rotation wise, this pratishtha, birth after birth it will go on. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur ji speaking, Srila Sachidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur actually speaking, that in order to leave pratisthasha is very much difficult. Very, very difficult, I must say. Bhaktivinoda Thakur speaking, that Vaishnav, in the Vaishnavs, there are some people like this also. Those who want to just, those who were grasti in their previous life, they have just throw that grasta ashram and just taking the sadhu sannyas vesh in order to get the pratishtha, that kind of disease. This kind of disease of getting more pratishtha, that kind of desire to get more pratishtha in the grahast people, it can be more. That's why that peacefulness, those who want peace in their life, those who are actually want the actual peace, who want bhajan, that they are actually just leaving this material sansar and just taking vesh. But in this situation, again, that they are actually coming back to that same grasta situation, that again they can, that pratisthasha, that desire to get pratishtha, it is getting more and more powerful if they are actually leaving their sannyas ashram and coming back to the grasta ashram. That like a pretatma is there, that when actually is coming into the body of a person, that nothing he will do whole day. Especially when it will be 12 to 1 a.m. in the night, the power of the pretatma or those who are rakshas, who ghost, their actually power is increasing. Especially on the day of Amavasya, Amachika, that ghost Purnima, their power is actually more and more increased on these days. Whatever you can do, their actually power is getting increased on these days. So just by taking this Vesha, again this kind of pratisthasha, what is desire of pratishtha, what is there inside their heart, just by leaving that grahast ashram, just by leaving the grahast ashram, that kind of desire to get pratishtha in order to just get out of the pratishtha, he is taking wish, but opposite happened. What happened? That pratishtha is getting more and more elevated in their life, and he is actually getting entangled into that pratisthasha to get more and more pratishtha. Very, very difficult actually it is. That Mahaprabhuji also speaking one thing that tomorrow also I will speak, and this shloka I will be just finishing this actual meaning of the shloka, and I will go to the 8th number shloka after that. Sriman Mahaprabhu also wants to speak this point, same point. Sriman Mahaprabhu, this vichar of Mahaprabhu, that Bhagwan what has shown, this is the same vichar what Mahaprabhu has shown. What? The actual vichar of Bhagwan is that after taking sannyas, that Mahaprabhuji, just by going to Vrindavan, he is actually like mad, just running towards Vrindavan, and 2 to 4 days he is just running towards where is Vrindavan, just by getting that madness of prema is there inside Mahaprabhu. That this Nityananda Prabhu and Chandrasekhar, that after that Chandrasekhar Mahaprabhu has just told to go to Bengal, and you just give this news to Navadvip, and I am actually going with Prabhu towards, in order to just told Prabhu that to go on the opposite direction, not going to Vrindavan. Nityananda Prabhu, that all the small boys, small cowherd boys, he is speaking to him, Nityananda Prabhu, that if my Prabhu is coming to you and speaking, beta, where is this Vrindavan? I want to go there. You can just give them the opposite direction. Nityananda Prabhu just taught them, and after that Mahaprabhu in Prem actually coming to that cowherd boys and speaking that where is Vrindavan? That boys, where actually is Vrindavan? How much far it is? You can go from this side, this is Vrindavan. Because this, just by seeing cows, that he is actually Mahaprabhu thinking of Vrindavan. And Nityananda Prabhu, what he has done, that he is just making the opposite direction of Mahaprabhu to Shantipur. Vrindavan is actually towards the northwest direction. Vrindavan is there, but I can speak northwest. I can speak north direction. That above that it is Delhi, and more north side. If you will go, then Vrindavan will come, and Mahaprabhu is going on to the opposite direction, and he's just came to Shantipur. And Mahaprabhu just by not taking 2 to 3 days, no water, no prasadam, nothing, that whole body function is actually stopped, and he is just by madness of prema, he's actually in forest, and he's in night time also going in the forest like a mad. Whenever the 2 devotees of Mahaprabhu, they just went to Mahaprabhu at the time of Vrindavan, after taking sannyas, whatever be the case, that he actually just, when actually Mahaprabhu used to go to Vrindavan, at that time 2 devotees were there. They were there with Mahaprabhu. One was that who wants to do bhiksha, one Brahman is there, and the other one is another Brahman. They used to cook for Mahaprabhu and used to feed Mahaprasadam to Mahaprabhu. And when going to South India, because Mahaprabhu first went to South India, Mahaprabhu actually went to South India first, and there very, very dense forests are there, dangerous, so much dangerous forest, so much big cheetahs and bears are there. But still Kala Krishna, they are actually becoming very much afraid at the night time, and Prabhu under one tree he used to stay. At the night time only whole that darkness is there, so much darkness that even to see your own thumb and finger you can't see that. So much darkness is there in the dense forest, and all the time he used to do Harinam and small Haridas, etc. They are actually becoming so much afraid. This is so much dense forest, so much darkness, all cheetahs, like this, and bears are there. And the actual situation of Mahaprabhu, you see, the actual prema, what is there inside Mahaprabhu. So at the time of South India, that Mahaprabhu, that he wants to go to, after went to Purushottamda, he just went to South India, And after that, I'm actually speaking what I'm speaking. It is just after sannyas, this katwa sannyas when he has taken, when Keshav with Keshav Bharati, he has taken sannyas at the time of Mahaprabhu. After taking sannyas from Keshav Bharati, Mahaprabhu is just moving ahead. It means that I want to speak here that whatever is there is pratishtha is there inside the heart of anyone, that will totally get removed. He won't go ahead in the bhajan. So no kind of distress or no kind of distress is there inside the heart of Mahaprabhu at all. Totally neutral is the heart of Mahaprabhu. That's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur is writing in his Kirtan very nicely. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that Palak, he is the actual maintainer. You are the actual maintainer of him. Your own. He's not. The sannyasis are not at all thinking of their own maintenance. Those are the actual sannyasi. Nowadays, sannyasis are actually staying in AC/DC, and Matajis are actually messaging them. Lot of information is there with me. They are messaging Maharajji, and Udala Sagar Maharaj also speaking at the night time. That a lot of Matajis used to give hot milk. So, a lot of messages are there. So what to do? This world is like this only. You can't do anything in this. One devotee actually just speaking, this Acharya is doing like this. And after that he just get that, means that he is in Himalaya, he just left his body. That what your in Kedarnath, what there is your natural calamity was there, no? Too much dangerous. At that time he just left his body. It is better that he left his body. He used to speak to me, and I have seen that in the house that he's messaging the leg of that Acharya. So where to go? I am actually, my head is just going down by so much shameful it is. But nowadays it is like this only. What to do? So Mahaprabhu, what actually spoken? That sannyas, after taking sannyas, Mahaprabhu actually running, and no total madness. In madness Mahaprabhu is actually running. After taking sannyas, definitely prema is there in Mahaprabhu. He is the actual master of prema. But he himself taught us how to do prema. Mahaprabhu himself speaking. That what is the use of taking sannyas? That prema is my own treasure. That total, it is decoded in front of us. This is my own property, this prema. And total, it is decoded, this property, it is there in front of us. This is one kind of kapat sannyas what Mahaprabhu has taken. And that before taking sannyas, Mahaprabhu, what he is speaking? Mahaprabhu is speaking very nicely before taking sannyas. Very topmost point, very important. Mahaprabhu is speaking the example of a bhikshuk. In Bhagavaji Mahaprabhu, about the actual prasang of Tridandi Sannyas, Mahaprabhu ji actually speaking the same. About the prasang of Tridandi Sannyas, he is actually speaking this point in front of us. This actually spoken afterwards. What is the first point? First point is, what Mahaprabhu is speaking first? Mahaprabhu is speaking that this is the actual vachan of the bhikshu, Tridandi bhikshuk. In Srimad Bhagavatam it is there. Mahaprabhu ji just speaking this point, and with full anand he is actually manifesting this point. That Prabhu speaking, that this sannyasi, so nice actually speaking. What he is speaking? That in order to get, I have just taken the vrat of Mukund, that Tridandi Sannyas. In Bhagavaji Mahapurana also, this about Tridandi Sannyas, Mahaprabhu speaking. That Tridandi Sannyas is actually speaking here. Just be careful on this. So much Sahajiyas there in Navadvip. Just open their ears and they can hear it very carefully. In Bhagavad Mahapuran about the Tridandi Bhikshuk, and they are speaking that we haven't heard about sannyas. That what kind of sannyasi? Mahaprabhu is speaking that nobody has taken sannyas. Mahaprabhu is not taking sannyas. So foolish, totally foolish conception. What to do? They are just like dead body. No anugatya is there. No, they are anugatyahin. No anugatya is there. They can't even see what is the actual reality, truth. Mahaprabhuji is actually putting up this incident that from where this Gaudiya Math, in Gaudiya Math this sannyas has come. There is no sannyas in Kali Yuga. By these kind of sentences, you want to insult Gaudiya, but you are actually insulting Bhagavad Mahapuran and Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita both. They are foolish number one. Foolish Sahajiya, that you just understand this point, that this Chaitanya Charitamrita is actually spoken by Mahaprabhu himself. Mahaprabhu himself speaking. So Bhagavad Mahapuran, that you are actually disrespecting Bhagavad Mahapuran. You are speaking that sannyas is not authentic. So you are actually speaking.
At the same time, you are going to insult Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Because in both of them it is there. In all the other shastras also there. This example is there. So all this kind of garbage is there of this whole material world in the bhajan. Whole material garbage of this material world is there in this bhajan line. What to do? So that kind, when pratishtha is not at all going from your heart, that kind of desire of pratishtha is not at all going away. One person is not at all leaving pratishtha at all. Then for him, that kind of in the way of bhakti, that externally from the entrance door he can stay outside. In the actual temple of bhakti, there is no entrance for him at all. Totally prohibited. No chance is there to enter the temple of bhakti like this. That for all the Vaishnavas in the Math, that big persons, they are also speaking like Prabhu, Prabhu. But you make the actual vichar that he is not at all Prabhu. He is actually Das. Like this, those who are actually very much wealthy and so much having that power or capability, they are just speaking, oh Prabhu, you come here, you just give some curd to me. So he is your servant, father's servant. You are foolish number one. You don't have any kind of, you are actually speaking Prabhu. Prabhu means you have to give respect to him. Prabhu means to give respect to him. You have to give respect. No, in Gaudiya Math, one time this incident happened. In Gaudiya mission, this kind of incident happened already. This is the thing. Tomorrow I will definitely discuss because the time is very limited today. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, I just want to speak totally in front of you. If someone actually getting angry, what I can do in that? If he wants to get angry, he can get angry. This is the actual fixed point, topmost point. If someone is getting angry in this, then what to do in that? I can't do anything at all. I don't have anything to do in this. So I can speak him. So okay, whatever be the case. Now, today, up till this point, I will be just discussing today. And the shlok which I have started with, what is the actual meaning of it? That Kapilji Bhagwan speaking, that mother, that just by hearing that aprakrit qualities and characteristics, that inside me, that inside heart, that who is there inside me, onto your lotus feet. That's just like Ganga. It is just getting originated from Himalaya and is just going towards the ocean, flowing towards that. And no, whatever kind of blockage is there, that blockage is totally getting destroyed.
Madgun Suti Matrena Mai Sarva Guhasai Manogati Ravichinna Yatha Gangam Vas Ambadho Lakshanam Bhakti Yogaso Nirgunasya hi Udahritam Ahetuki Abhyavahita Ya Bhakti Purushot Tame Vancha Kalpadurashika Pasindu Patitanam Pavanebho Krishna Pyo